Alrighty, good afternoon, everybody. That's right, afternoon. Yeah, it's about 4:20 in the afternoon. How we're all doing today? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I gotta get my chair all rolled up correctly. My name is Scott. I'm a technical artist with Studio 369, and today we're gonna be hopping right back into Noble Legacy, and where we will kind of go through the tutorial section again. We've added a couple of updates here and made some changes, and actually introduced a couple of things as well to kind of add a little bit more quality to it. So we hope that you'll enjoy some of the changes, and we'll kind of see how far we can go in through there, and then maybe at the end we'll take a couple of questions. So it would be a pretty straightforward day here. We're now able to multi-stream on not only Twitch and YouTube, we're also now live on Kick. So hopefully everything will be running smoothly no matter where you're watching it from. Just make sure that all my chats are popped out correctly now so that I can see everybody talking in all the chats, which should be all right. Just do 1 second. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the game booted up, and we will hop right into it there. Now, of course, with anything that you see here, everything is, early builds and subject to change, so keep that all in mind, and, let's hop right back into it. So let me go ahead and pause that, and we will, where'd it go? There it is. We will go ahead and hop right back into it here, back into the main menu. Adjust my volume there. Adjust yours as well. There we go. And let's go ahead and create our character again. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of stay with the default character here, and just kind of get into the action right and quick. So go ahead. Type in sample name and go. All right. So we'll get that booted up here, and you'll be able to see right away one of our changes that we have, or I guess you could say additions. So we have just a little bit of a intro cinematic for when you first load in. Still work in progress right now, but just a little bit of something to add some flavor. Here it is.
And just how long do you plan to look out that window?
For as long as it takes to believe my eyes.
Trees and mountains aren't hard to believe if you ask me, my lord.
Let us find respite soon. I can't remember life outside of this carriage.
And there you go. A little simple so far, but
a place I've imagined since I was a boy, sitting in my father's tent and listening to stories of home. The trees are taller than I expected.
Let us pass through this place quickly, my lord. There is a certain abode in Greenwarden that I have a great desire to see again after such a long time away.
Be patient, Edward. I'd like to meet some of my people. The farm should be at the other end of this road. We should go and check on it.
And check on it we shall. Let me know if the volume levels are good for you. I think in the first stream that we had yesterday, it was just a little bit on the quiet side, but otherwise, just let me know. So let's go on in the village, have you a little bit boosted up there. So again, nothing else has really changed other than just kind of that intro cinematic, and we will head on into the village here and go and check out what we need to do. So first we'll be getting into the village, and then we'll be talking to Alma, and we'll be moving on from there. I'm going to kind of go through it a little bit quickly.
This place seems a bit run down. I wonder what befell these people.
Let us find out.
So as I was saying, I'm going to kind of go through this a little bit more quickly. Not super duper fast, but if you need to hear some of the things that are more explained outwards, you can listen to or watch the stream the last time we did this, and you can get a lot of the information there. I'm going to go a little bit more sped up here to have you guys be able to see more content. So there you go.
Hello, traveller. Welcome to Greenwood Farm. Our larder is a bit meagre these days, but you're welcome to a warm fire and some mushroom stew if you need a rest.
Do you know not who you address, woman? This is the rightful lord of this land, and he owns this farm and everything within it.
Calm yourself, Edward. You are most generous to offer such hospitality. Might I offer to help in return?
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
This place has everything it needs to succeed. Fertile ground, plenty of trees, good clean water, with fish and game for hunting. Why do these people struggle so?
These people are but poor farmers. They need a firm hand to guide them. All best done from Green Warden, my lord. Let us continue.
We need to expand this settlement in order to attract more good folk to work this land. We should start by cutting down some trees.
At least this sorry excuse for a village has an axe to
So
spare.
we will,
Show a
again,
bit of grace, please.
cutting down
Let's
the
gather enough
first
lumber to
tree
make a
here,
small
equipping the
hut.
axe, which is by hitting 2 on the keyboard to equip it. Go ahead and chop down this tree to get some lumber. I always get to fall in the same direction. Consistent. So again, for those who won't hear in the last stream, we're going to use all this lumber here. It's one of your main resources that you're going to need in order to do a lot of your initial building for any structures that you do, especially the first one here, which is going to be crucially
At least this
important.
sorry excuse for a village has an axe to spare.
Show a bit of grace, please. Let's gather enough lumber to make a small hut.
Which we're going to use that lumber to make your first structure, which is going to be kind of like a lumberjack mill. So we're going to, again, you hit F to open up the radial menu here, so you can see, again, there's an all items button at the top, but there's also a couple of other buttons as well for kind of your most likely to use options. So you don't have to kind of scroll through here, but again, we're going to be starting with the foundation. So F, all items, foundations. Go ahead and pick that. And then again, blue is good, red is you can't build. Once you built it, it turns white, which means it's placed, and now you just need to fully construct it. We're going to need the hammer. Pressing 1 selects your hammer, and then go ahead and build. There we go. Now, we can vault onto objects here, but, you know, that's a little bit inconvenient, so let's go ahead and build some foundational stairs. So again, there's 2 ways you can either get to this. So either all items, structural, wood foundation stairs under the foundations, or, because it's one of the items that you'll probably use the most, you can just hit it right here on the menu. And as I said last time we streamed, is that you can sort of put the stairs in kind of 3 locations here. It can either be center, left, or right. So we're going to go ahead and put it in the center, and then go ahead and build. Alright, just checking out the old bit rates here. Looks like we're doing good so far. Yeah, so we're looking stable. Alright, so now we're going to build the wood walls. Again, 2 ways to do it. Either all items, structural walls, or
I'm sure I'll see you
just
again.
wood wall here. We're going to go ahead and build. And if you're curious what it costs to make these items here, every item is always going to be listed in terms of what it needs to be made, with both what it costs and how much you have in your inventory. So next we're going to need a gabled roof, which we're going to do a wood gable, and put it right there, and build. Alright, so like I said, this is going to be a woodcutter's station. So we need to put in a woodcutter's bench naturally, which is the first of our production smart objects. At least that's what we're referred to in the build. So we're gonna go ahead and put it here. Again, the green arrow is the area in which AI and other villagers are going to be approaching to use the any object that we have in here. So we're going to put it over there, so it's nice and out of the way. And then we need the wood log pile in order to have whoever's going to be cutting this down to put down their lumber into, well, a pile.
I'll set
so that we can access it later.
Planks. One of these villagers should be able to take over from here.
That stout lad of theirs looks like he has some strength. He would make a good woodcutter.
So now that we have this building placed, I think you all saw when we originally had the woodcutter station built in there, is that it's going to show a UI icon above your foundation, and that's going to be what that building is. You know, is it a house? Is it a woodcutter's? Is it a market area? So it's going to be completely labeled for you. And we can further check all of our buildings that we built inside of your kingdom when you hit K, and then you go to your buildings tab here. We can see currently we have a woodcutter's building built, which is the one we just made, and we can click on that, and then we can see a couple of things here. One is the status of it, what tier of the building it is, which tiers are usually increased based on the quality of materials that are in there, and this helps with kind of the efficiency and just other general good stats so that it's a more effective building for you. And then there's maintenance, which here again, here's that efficiency and then the quality of it. And then if it were a market, we would have our items marked for sale, which shows what we have in here, which in order to meet tier 1 status, we would need a log pile storage and a woodcutter's bench, which we have met. So let's go ahead and assign Fred here to be our lumberjack, and all you simply do is to click and drag and put him in the lumberjack spot.
Mushrooms. If I have to eat another mushroom, I'll be sick. We should sell some of these wretched things to whoever is stupid enough to buy them.
Good idea, Uncle. Then we can further invest in this little village.
Yes, something of the sort.
We'll need planks from the woodcutter to build proper storage for a market.
So as the two spoken here, we're going to want to sell mushrooms to make some gold to the other traveling villagers that will enter from anywhere across the land. And in order to do that, we're going to need to build a market, but a market's going to require planks, and we get planks from lumber. So Fred will be getting some of the lumber for us, but we're also going to help out and kind of speed up the process here. So I'm going to go down and cut down another tree and continue onward. So pretty much all trees that you can see are going to be able to be cut. They just kind of have to be a certain thickness in order to cut them down, but generally any tree about this size or maybe a little bit smaller, you can be able to cut. And you get, I think, around like 10-ish lumber per tree, here and there, plus or minus. 13 that one. Let's get one more for good measure, just so that we're really stocked up, and then we can save what Fred is going to cut down for later. Plus, you know, these don't take super long to cut down. There we go. And then we go ahead and cut. So how are we doing on the stream side of things? Looks like everything is still good in terms of bitrate. I'm seeing green lines all across. Now we'll go ahead and pull up the stats in a second for the channels here. Yeah, but if any people have, you know, questions, you know, feel free to ask them in the chat and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Speaking of, when we go ahead and make sure that we have the chats pulled up here, or the kind of the streaming interfaces for me that I can use. Let me go ahead and just quickly pop these over. Oh, don't need to have double going on right now. That should be good. All right, very good. Go ahead and head back to it. Sorry about that. All right. So we got 3 on YouTube and 3 on Twitch. It looks like about the same on Kick. So welcome, welcome. So again, going to open up our inventory here. We can see a couple of key things here to point out. One, there is a weight limit to how much we can carry. So we're currently at a max of 250. We're holding about 153. And you can see how many of each item that we have and how much that item weighs. So lumber weighs quite a bit, so it's very helpful to have a log pile to put it down if you're not going to be using it at the moment. So what we're going to be doing right now is cutting these all into wooden planks. I believe you get about 10 planks per 1 lumber, and you also get some sticks as well. Just get it cut just a little bit more. There we go. All right. And then I think he just, yep, Fred just put some in the log pile there. So very good. And now that is basically an automated task that we don't have to worry about. So super handy. Got to help out together in the village. So now we got to make the storehouse, and the storehouse is going to require 2 wooden foundations because you need to have space for both the market storage and the market ledger. Ooh, Fred's cutting down a big tree over there. So we're going to go ahead and place it here and place 1 here. And then we need our hammer. So hitting 1 equips the hammer, and we go ahead and build.
Well done, my lord.
Now I'm gonna put a stairs just for my stick as well, just to get back up there. And also, if the AI needs to interact with anything up there, that'll make it easier for them to get to it. So now we need to place a merchant's ledger on the new foundation. This is going to be in the services tab, and it's going to be kind of this wooden desk here. Put it around here. And this is what I was saying earlier with the kind of floating icon above the buildings. So we can see that this is going to be a storehouse here. And the caution symbol means it's not quite ready for operation. So when there's either something that we have to do in addition to the building, to like it's missing required materials, or it just needs to be kind of built out a little bit more, either with some walls, a roof, or both. So let's go ahead and place the market storage, which is also in the services, which is a kind of large collection of boxes and stuff, and put it here.
It looks all right. We might need to add some more structure to consider it complete.
Yep. So let's go ahead and build some walls around our storage here, kind of, protect it from any would-be prying eyes that are not friendly. Go ahead and build the walls. And then we can still see Fred doing the Lord's work and chopping some wood. Alright. So, with those walls, we've met completion of this building. And now we need to gather some mushrooms. So, it's going to point us to some over here. But normally you'd have to go out and find these, which they're not, too rare. But, gotta keep out a keen eye for these, because, they're fairly small. Then go over there, holding, to harvest the mushrooms, and go ahead and gather some.
Those look delectable, my liege.
So now we're going to be heading back to the market storage and putting these mushrooms in that storage and then marking them for sale. So that way coming travelers can go ahead and sell or buy these mushrooms. We're selling them. They're not selling them to us. So head back to the market storage. and hop up on there, and then add mushrooms. So you can either store them in one or store all of them. So go ahead and put them there. And then we need to build a stall to basically have a place for these to be sold. So we're going to open this up, go over to services again, and then here are our stalls. So we are selling food in this case, so I'm going to want a farmer stall, and we'll place it right here.
The first villager we spoke to seemed jovial enough. Perhaps she should run the market stall.
So now we're going to have Alma assigned to selling our mushrooms here. So I'll go ahead and put her as a merchant, same as we did before with Fred. And then we need to mark the item for sale. Otherwise, you know, it's just going to kind of sit there. So we can see all of the food and resources that can be sold that are worth of any value. And we simply find the item that we want to sell, which is mushrooms, and go over to the right and see this bag icon. Click it.
Now that we have goods for
Now we can
sale,
sell.
visitors will start to visit the town and spend gold here.
Where are these
So-
visitors coming from?
The surrounding country, my lord. Travellers, poor farmers, and so on. Visiting the nearest town to trade their mouldy potatoes for whatever shiny things we're willing to sell. God willing, they'll bring some gold with them to this place so we can swindle, trade them for it.
So we should be seeing some travelers come in here to buy our golden mushrooms.
A good day, is it?
Golden mushrooms. Mushrooms for gold. Go ahead and give them a sec here. But we'll go ahead and take this time to kind of explore the, you know, surrounding starting area in the meantime. Use this to be a little bit smoother. There we go. So in Greenwood here, we kind of have a simple starting town where we have a couple of buildings here that are, you know, nothing too exciting to look at, but you know, go inside. All this can be built yourself with our kind of building block system, and as you can see, you know, anything is truly possible, and especially that's why we want to have a sandbox mode for later on, so that way you can kind of just have the pieces and then build the kingdom that you want. You know, there's tons of decorations that you can unlock and use to kind of stylize the interiors of your buildings to whatever you want them to be, and you can do that for, you know, anything, you know, taverns, you know, castles, you know, why not? But in the main kind of campaign scenarios, you need to work up towards that. You know, right now we're just on the very edge of just basically trying to survive, let alone scaling up our kingdom. So, you know, everything is kind of in these, I don't want to say run down, but, you know, primitive, you know, wooden structures that are just big old logs and beams. And later on, you'll be able to upgrade those to, say, something like brick or stone, and to have, you know, better looking buildings of, you know, different kinds, and to be able to stylize it the way that you want it to be. So that's kind of the end of the village here. Nothing too big, but, you know, it's not nothing at all. You know, a couple of homes to live in, kind of like a big communal building, a place for a farm here of sorts. You know, another kind of storage or staging area over there. I believe we have a chicken coop over here to get some eggs, which, yes, you'll be able to sell those as well. You know, and a little campfire here that we can light. So let's see. I've gotten the mushrooms here. Seem a little bit hung up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and, again, early build. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of skip past this part
I was
here.
out walking this morning and noticed a small lake over yonder. The fish were practically leaping out of the water. If we had a small jetty near the lake, we could easily have some lovely fish for dinner. I noticed some of our visitors dropping by the market stall asking for fish. Many are leaving disappointed. If we are able to sell fish, we can earn more gold and entice more visitors to our settlement.
So basically we need to now start our fishing supply here. In order to do that, you need a jetty, which is a platform that people can fish off of. So we'll go ahead and put it right here at the edge of the lake. Equip our hammer and build. So now we need to complete the fishery. It's going to need a couple more things there. So we see that in addition to the jetty, we also need a fishing rack. So we'll go ahead back into the production. And here is our fishing rack. Let's go ahead and put it right here. Okay. And looks like maybe we need a little bit of a roof. Let's go ahead and see if we can kind of build out a dock here of sorts. So I'll do... Let's see, get Edward to move out of the way here. Come on, there we go. Let's go ahead and kind of build a more grand entrance into our jetty here. Build that. Then, see if we can get some stairs here on the side. All right, so there's our fishery. So in order, we can do some fishing ourselves here, as we can basically do any task. So we're going to go ahead and equip our fishing rod, which is by pressing 3.
Now to see if this lake can deliver anything edible.
We'll eat to cast, and we'll go ahead and catch some fish. So it's not exactly a fast process, but hey, I mean, that's basically fishing for you in a nutshell. So it's got to be patient with all this, you know. So we'll go ahead and continue catching our fish here, which this kind of also shows the, importance that you would see to, you're kind of a noble lord of this land. Assign this menial task to somebody else so they can all just sit there all day and farm fish, where you have better things to do. You gotta be an architect. You've gotta, welcome new villagers to the village. You gotta grow your kingdom. So we really want to kind of stress the importance of that. You can't do everything on your own. You need to have people there with you to help you out. So go ahead and continue fishing. We'll have one more fish after this one. Let's see here. So we got 3 viewers on Twitch and about 2 on YouTube and some more on Kick.
Well,
And there we
have a
go.
Fishery, but I have better things to do with my time than stand around with a line and a net all day.
I
We should
agree.
see if we can convince one of these poor souls to move to our village and help catch fish.
We have no more housing for another villager. We'll need to build another house.
You know best, my lord. Perhaps we can use an existing schematic for this hut. You know how I hate to dawdle with the minutiae.
So what Edward is talking about here is we have a prefab system. So instead of having to build every single house from scratch, which you can do if you want to, if you just want to have like, okay, I'm going to have a peasant home, all peasants get the same kind of a home, you can do that too. So by opening up our build menu, which is F, going to all items, and then the top left here where it says prefab, click that. And then all kinds of buildings that you have made in the past will be stored here. So that way you can make your own house and just kind of manufacture it, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and just build a standard home here. And then go ahead and finish building it. So again, we've built out the foundation with our hammer by pressing 1. And go ahead and build it out. Now we'll go ahead and get the
I
walls.
wonder what tomorrow will bring.
for this, I think we'd have to get the wood walls on the outside. So go ahead and get this. And one more on the other side. It might need, I think it's going to need a door on the front of it, but we can easily add that. Yep. So again, you can always find everything in the build menu. So F, all items. I believe it's decoration, and then it'll kind of snap it right into the place into the doorway. And build.
It seems we have a candidate for our fishery. Let us see if she is skilled enough to catch my evening supper.
So from time to time, there's going to be people who are interested in joining your village, and they're going to be popping up as what we're calling recruits. So again, by pressing K and going over to our recruits page, you should be able to see here. Oh, not pop up here. Oh, there it is. So then you'll be able to see our people who are interested in joining your village. You'll kind of see their general stats, you know, how high quality of a person they are, and then in addition, if there are any skills that they're really good at. And Alice here is a forager and a fisher, and we need somebody to fish. So
now to see if this lake can deliver anything edible.
So now Alice is now a part of our village. You need to keep in mind that you need homes in order for these villagers to, stay. They have to have a place to sleep. So you need to build homes, which will increase your population, which, in later parts of the game will, increase other demands such as, say, food, and other rationed resources. So, but again, we need to assign Alice to the fishery here. So hitting K, going to our buildings, clicking on fishery here, and then going to status, and then we can assign Alice as a fisher. You can see that Fred here is still chopping up wood. So thank you, Fred. And so again, like we did with the mushrooms, in order to sell them, we first need to put them in the market stores, or go ahead and put the 5 fish that we caught earlier. Let's see if we have the fishing working. We might actually do. So she's walking out over. You can see with fishing rod in hand, she's ready to go in the middle of the night. And she'll go ahead and do some fishing. So we'll kind of join along with her and kind of, help her out so we can catch a couple of fish and then make some more gold and sell that gold and sell that gold. Use that gold to, buy items and anything else we would need later. So I'm going to head over to the fishery as well and just kind of help out with the fishing here, since we do have to catch a variety of fish, namely just 5 more. So go ahead and cast out our rod and we'll do a little bit more fishing. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab a little bit of water. Nothing like water on the water. Oh, I kind of lost track. I wasn't counting how many fish I caught so far. I'm going to say I caught probably 2 or 3.
A fine day, plain and simple.
But in the meantime, while we're still fishing here, if there are, if those of you who are out there who are interested and want to get more information about the game that we're making, we do have a website, which is noblelegacygame.com, I believe, off the top of my head. And over there you can see, a couple more things that we have to offer there, from videos to our other social links, where we do make some posts on there of upcoming, updates and our new additions into the game. We're on everything from Instagram to Twitter.
I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
We have a TikTok, we have Twitch, we have Kick, we have YouTube, and so go ahead and check out a couple of our socials there for if you want to find some more information on the product. We'll have a Steam page up soon, so that for those of you who are interested, you can wish list the game. But we will let you know when that comes out. Other than that, I think we have enough fish now. Well, let me go ahead and check my inventory. Yep. Oh, we have plenty of fish. So let's head back to the market. And put the fish into our market storage.
Now we can sell mushrooms and fish and earn even more gold. A truly inspired idea to stay here, my lord, if I do say so myself. One must have a purse full of gold to enjoy oneself in a city like Greenwood, and after all.
So again, like the mushrooms, in order to sell the fish, we need to mark it for sale by clicking the bag. Let's see here. Does it want... I wonder if it does not think that this building is close enough. So let me go ahead and let me try rebuilding it closer here. So let's try...
Not much happens around here, but that's part of the charm. I'm sure I'll see you again.
Now let me see if I can build it a little bit closer. Alright, so yellow, that's what I thought. So yellow means it's in a good spot, but we don't have enough resources to build it there. So I'm thinking we're going to need probably a couple more planks, if I recall. Yeah, we need 2 more planks. So let's go ahead and cut up a little bit. We'll go ahead and grab some lumber as well, see how much he's gotten. Alright, 65, that's pretty good. Thank you, Fred. So go ahead and grab some more lumber there and create just a couple more planks. Alright, so let's go head right back over here. We're going to go ahead and back to services, market stall. Let's build it real close. There we go. And assign Alma to it. She's right here. And now also one thing also you can keep in mind, if you just kind of want to have that more intimate to get to know your villagers, you can always just kind of approach and talk to people.
A fine day, plain and simple.
Let us find out.
So you might not always have something super interesting to say, but you can you can get that a little bit more of the intimate feel that maybe you won't get necessarily with a traditional city builder. So we'll go ahead and skip this next one too.
Young Fred seems to be concerned about something. Shall we go talk to him and see what has him troubled?
So let's go talk to Fred here and see what's up with him.
My lord, thank goodness you're here. I saw a strange man skulking around the woods. I think I've seen him before. We've had bandits stealing from us for months, sir, and we usually barricade ourselves in the house when they come. I would fight, but we have no weapons.
Leave it to us.
So from time to time there's going to be events that happen in your village, and this time we have thieves, so we need to deal with the thieves. Can't let them have stealing our hard-earned gold.
How's it going then?
So we go ahead and fight. There we go.
Well done, my lord, as always.
We'll just kind of leave them there. So let's go ahead and talk back to Fred.
With deepest sincerity, thank you, my lord. It feels like ages since there was a soul to defend us around these lands.
Safety is paramount. We must all remain diligent and prepare for any retribution these aggressors might seek.
Alright, so now we need to place another house prefab. So let's see if we can kind of build it in a close or similar spot to the first one that we built here. Kind of looks like we got a nice little plot here that we can build. So let's go ahead and open up our prefab housing, and then our basic house. Let's see if we can get Edward to move just a little bit there. And let's go ahead and
Best keep
kinda
moving. No
put it
sense in standing idle.
right here.
A place to relax and drink some ale would really liven up this little
Let's go ahead
settlement.
and build this up.
I'd wager we'd attract a good deal more visitors if we had a boozy tavern to warm our cockles at night. It seems there is a well-known tavern keeper who is interested in joining us. He's a bit more discerning than the usual peasants in these parts. We'll need to improve one of the houses to suit his needs.
So right now what they're talking about is that we need to have a tavern, a place for people to just kind of relax and, you know, let loose a little bit, especially after all their hard work. So we're gonna have both a tavern keeper and also a whatchamacallit, well, a tavern, duh. So we're gonna go ahead and finish up this building here, move out of the way, Edward, and then we're gonna build up this wood gable wall over here and do one on the other side to finish up this house, including a door. Because again, in order to have new people, you need to have space for them. They need a place to sleep, so that's why you're gonna need to build some houses. And then we'll go ahead and put on the door, which is under our decorations, and put it there and build. And there's a new house. So we're gonna go ahead and inspect Billy in the recruits tab here.
From the Holy Land.
We can
It's a
see
poultry
his
thing. I don't know why I
intelligent
I'd part with it
pessimist
for
and
10
lazy,
gold.
but he's also a
We could
tavern
put it in the
keeper
house
and a
with people to
server.
make it a bit more pleasant for our tavern keeper.
So we'll go ahead and accept him. And then we need to place a wall torch in the house, so we can certainly do that. There it is. I've already recruited him, so complete. Is this Billy over here? Let me see.
The quiet is nice,
There's
but I could
Billy.
use some excitement from time to time.
Is this a different Billy? Let me see here. Go ahead and skip through that one as well.
Thank you for giving me a place here, my lord. I swear I won't disappoint you.
Good man.
Alright, so we need to build the tavern. So we need to build at least 2 wooden foundations. So I'm going to build it a little bit more lavish. I'm going to probably do with like about 3. We've got plenty of lumber to spare, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple more of them. So let's find a nice kind of wide spot for
day, is it?
lumber. Maybe we'll do it somewhere over here. We got a fairly large plot of land. You can also check around the kind of the corner of the village if we go over to the right over here and see if we have a nice spot over there. Could do here where these bushes are. Don't think anybody's using them. In fact, I think that's where we shall. So let's go ahead, build up our wooden foundations here, kind of get it aligned with the road, and build. Just kind of do like an L shape here, and let's go ahead and build. Equip our hammer and build.
At least the weather's holding steady.
And build in our last foundation back here as well. And then let's build stairs to get up to it. Just put it on the far side over here. Alright, so there's going to be a couple things that you need in a tavern, which are all listed in the top left there. So let's place our tables. A rustic dining table. So I'm going to kind of imagine we're going to have like kind of the bar in the very far back where we go and get some drinks. So I'm going to have our tables kind of out here in the front-ish area. Looks like we need to cut down some trees here as well as some vegetation. It's going to be really one with nature here. So go ahead and place our table there, and go ahead and place some benches as well around it. They should just kind of snap around there. There we go. And then we need a rustic barrel and a barrel tap. So let's go ahead and we can see where those are. I don't exactly remember. Ooh, we need a lot of planks for that. We double check and make sure which one's which here. Get the two of them mixed up. It's under services. So a rustic bar is key for tavern patrons. They can go up and order food and drinks here. And then self-serve drinks for your bar patrons. Just make sure they don't have too much fun. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I think we want to build it here. Yep. And now we need to grab or make a little bit more wooden logs or wooden planks. So let's go back over to our woodcutters area and turn some lumber into planks. I think we needed like 20-ish, so I'm going to just go ahead and make 20 here. There we go. And now let's head back on over. And there's that Billy. Oh, Billy's in the tavern. Very good. Excuse me. And now we need to place our barrel tap. Let's put it kind of... let's put it kind of next to the bar here. So let's put it right there. And so now we need to complete the tavern. So let's go ahead and build some walls. Let's get a little fancy with it. So let's kind of put the door here. And then, you know, we need to have... Oh, do we not have windows yet? I guess we don't have wooden walls with windows yet. So go ahead and block this all out. Go ahead and get to building. So with all this, you can really make, you know, anything you want. Like it for this quest, it was just have 2 foundations, but you know, you can make any. You have a giant Lego block box of stuff, and you can just build whatever you want with it. You know, kind of go nuts. And I personally love seeing kind of wacky creations that people can make. So I'm just kind of building a little bit, you know, standard here, but you know, it's still, you know, my own. So we need to have a roof over it as well. So let's go ahead and put a thatched gabled roof. Let's do it like that. Excuse me. Then we're probably going to need a couple of lights in here, as it is, especially at night, quite dark. We're going to need some of the gabled roof pieces to fill in these triangular shaped holes. There we go. Oh, we need more wooden planks, so let's head back over to... I think we still got some... Yeah, we still got a couple of logs to spare. So let's go ahead and cut up some more wood so we can finish out our building here and maybe put in a torch or two. There we go. Oh, the moon is just about to go down, so I'm gonna transition over to daytime pretty soon. And things will kind of brighten up a little bit. Go ahead and finish this. Did I get this one back here? I did not. Alright, and then let's put in a couple of torches so that people can see. So again, decorations, lights. One on the outside here. Go inside. Then kind of light this place up a little bit. You can mostly see in here, and then start putting on a door. Or what else does the tavern meet here? Maybe I'm missing something. Acquired quality is at 181 out of 220, so we're getting close. So maybe we can just build in like another dining room chair or two. So that's under furniture. Let's just get in another table here. See if we can kind of squeeze it in. It's gonna be a little tight. Maybe we can do it on the side over here. Then get some benches. How are we doing on quality? Are we getting closer? 197. Alright, so we need just a little bit more decorations in here. Don't have a ton available at the moment, so let's see, maybe we can add on to the building. Maybe try making another barrel tap. Why not? No, we need more. We need more planks for that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get some more wood because it looks like we're going to be needing it to finish the construction of our tavern. And there's Fred stocking up right now. Good boy, Fred. Good man. Doing all the work so I don't have to.
I'm sure I'll see you again.
And then cut up some lumber as well. Talk to Fred here. You're doing a good job, Fred. Let me give you a compliment here. Yeah, keep up the good work. Doing the Lord's work, saving everybody's backs. Alright, so let's head back over. Let's see if we can kind of add on to the outside here, but we can kind of, take a look at our building here. Maybe let's try upgrading our walls and such. Maybe that's the secret that we need. So let's go ahead and upgrade our wood wall. Two kind of nicer looking walls here. Is that doing it for us? 193 still. Oh, no, a little bit. I think we were at 191 before. So this just goes to show, you know, how much how much time you could really put into something to really, you know, make it your own. And it can be quite time consuming, but you know, there's kind of a there's kind of a satisfaction to getting something exactly the way that you want it. Let's go ahead and upgrade this as well. I think we can also upgrade the floors and the inside as well. How are we doing on quality? 155. How we go down? Maybe this will be something to take a look at for us. Let's go ahead. Let's try putting another barrel tap. How are we doing? 175. Okay, that. What? Oh no. Ooh, oh boy. Like I said, early build. So let me go ahead and get that restarted for us real quick. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down for you. I'm gonna go ahead and get that log submitted off to our programmers for, and then I'll reopen the game and see if it auto-saved close to where we were at here. So give me 1 second to log that. You know, it's part of the development process. We have to, when we find these things, you know, we gotta, you know, fix them and kind of nip them in the butt. Where is it? Here's our file. There's our log. Okay, then let me put this in our company page here. So let's and put it right there. Alright, so let me get this booted back up quick. We are getting close up to an hour, so we're going to be kind of calling this relatively soon. We'll see how close we are with, you know, what other progress is saved from the autosave system that we have in here. So give me 1 second. But again, for those of you who are watching, you know, appreciate your interest in this, and we'll go ahead and we'll continue on with, you know, with our progress here. We'll have a couple more of these streams. Music back to the quiet part. And you know, it's you know, it just kind of shows, you know, the inner workings of game development. It's not always, you know, smooth sailing. You know, you're gonna have some bumpy patches here and there, but you kind of just push through it, and you know, it's like, hey, it's not great right now, but we'll go ahead and, you know, fix it in the future, you know, metaphorically speaking. So let's see if we can get this build up and running here. Give it a second to load. Oh, there we go. So then we pause that and head back into, see if we can continue off here. We'll see where exactly it's saved. Okay, so we seem to have gotten pretty close to where we were. This actually, you know, this actually kind of works out well. This is before we upgrade all the walls here. We'll see what we're at on our building here. We are at 197. So let's go ahead and just let's do the bigger impact things here. So looks like we do have to go get some wood, which we can certainly do that. So let's head over to our woodcutters area and grab those lumber that Fred's been working on and cut them up in some more planks here. So pretty much grab all that we can without being too heavy, and let's go cut them up.
Not much happens around here, but that's part of the charm.
A bit dull.
I wonder what tomorrow.
Even the birds seem content. No sense in standing idle.
Let's get like 40. All right.
Hey, how's it
Lots of villagers looking at your or our work here. I'm getting lost in my own place. All right, so let's head back over to the tavern here. Walk up the stairs. Everyone's still just chilling in here, and then let us build up another barrel tap here. You know, try both get drunk on either side of with all of our ale. 217, so we just need just a little bit more. Let's see if we can place just a couple more torches here in these darker areas. Maybe that'll do it. 217, so we need something else here. Maybe we'll put a bench against the wall just so that there's a space to sit. There we go. And now let's go ahead and assign Billy to our tavern. Where is Billy? Oh. Billy.
Now that the tavern is done, I'd love to try my hand at a special recipe I've been preparing.
The happier the visitors are when they come into town, the more gold they'll spend.
So it seems that let's go ahead and disable all screen messages. Hide all the kind of the dev log stuff here. But yeah, we can kind of get around to the back of our tavern here. Kind of the mysterious bartender in a dark corner of it. But hey. Entertain guests. So will people come on over into here? Come on, Greta, you want some of this tavern, don't you? There needs to be an option like you need to drink. You need to enter our tavern here. Spend some money. Yeah, I'll even make another set of stairs. Yeah. Do double wide stairs. How are we doing on time? Let me open up the other things we have here. Oop. We set to this quick. So we're at 1 hour and 6 minutes. So that might be good for today. We'll see if we can get any of our travelers into our tavern here. Oh, there was one. Who's entering in there? Come on, there's so much drinking to be had in here. Yes. You both can't be named Edward. What are the odds? You need a drink. Come on. Alright, so people are sitting down and see there's Alma.
A quiet day is a blessing, even if it is a bit dull.
Alright. So, maybe this will be a thieves. Where are these thieves?
A good day, is it?
He's still just chilled out there. I don't see where these thieves are at. Alright, well maybe we'll just kind of call it right there for now. So you can kind of, you can see the progression that we're going for here. So, next time we do a stream, we'll see if we can kind of pick back up right where we left off here. We'll see if how the saves might get a little bit screwed when we push up new builds, if that kind of overwrites the old stuff there and doesn't necessarily carry over. So otherwise, for those of you who are watching, thank you very much for your interest. Again, for anybody who is interested in our product, we do have a website up, noblelegacygame.com. We do have many of our socials here, and we also now have our Discord up and available as well. So you can join our Discord server. We'll be, posting announcements and other information about the game as it progresses. And in addition to that, we have all of our other standard socials of, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. And, we'll see the wish list is coming March 17th. There it is on our Steam page. So that's just in, 5 days, I believe. So you don't have to wait too much longer in order to have it on your wish list for Steam. So, go ahead and check that out there. And, I guess basically, until next time. So thank you all for, coming in today, and we'll see you next time in Noble Legacy. Take care.